Hello everyone, Southside Stacker here, and I'm going to review the 2018 Silver 2 Dragons. The 2 Dragons is a 1-ounce silver coin from the British Royal Mint. It's meant to celebrate the joined cultures of the Chinese and the British. So, let's dive right in. On the obverse here, we have an effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. Lettering around the edge reads Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD, 2 pounds. On the reverse, we have the 2 dragons, the Welsh dragon below, and the Chinese dragon above, in a yin and yang symbol. Lettering around the edge reads 2 dragons, 1 ounce fine silver, 999, 2018. So let's talk about the features a bit. On the obverse here, we have Queen Elizabeth in a mirror-like polish against a guilloche design background. That's these very little diamonds that make a web behind the queen. The lettering is frosted, and the outer rim has a mirror polish. Queen looks very good here. Always found that the British Royal Mint does very good work on the crown and thinks of the queen second. But you can see the crown there, very good details in the jewels. The hair, not as fine as the details go, but you can still make out a lot of curls there. Queen's face is pretty good too. Eyebrow, eye wrinkles, nose, cheek, lips, chin, subtle necklines. And of course the guilloche design in the background. Looks really good. The edge of the coin is reeded and sharp. And on the obverse, we have the Welsh dragon and the Chinese dragon within a yin and yang symbol. I find it pretty interesting. I think the British Royal Mint is showing off a little bit here. They don't usually strike coins with such fine detail. Look at the scales here on the Welsh dragon's tail. Those scales go all the way until the end of the tail. Same thing for the Chinese dragon here. That detail in the scale continues all the way to the end. The Chinese dragon has like a leaf-shaped background. It's a textured background behind it. The details of this coin persist throughout. I think it's a really good job, even right there in the claws. The scale work is done very well. The teeth, the wing here, very precise, very sharp. There isn't a second wing, which I found very strange. I thought you'd at least see the back of the second wing somewhere. It might be an oversight. But I'd expect to see at least part of a second wing behind the Welsh dragon. Looks really good here. Even the scales on the Chinese dragon's face. That background pattern, very textured. I think it'd be very hard to duplicate a coin like this. Look how the scales persist throughout the entire dragon, all the way to the end, like even until you can't see it anymore. I would have to get a better magnification to continue to see the details in the scales. Really cool. I find it funny that the Welsh dragon's wing kind of covers the Chinese part. I don't know if that's a subtle gesture to Britain's authority, maybe ego. Really good work on the tail here. Like I said, those details persist all the way to the end of the tail. Very good job here. The entire background of the reverse is a mirror polish, which looks really good. And this coin starts at around $5 above the price of silver, which is yet another outrageous premium for silver. But I rate this coin a 3.5 out of 5. I do believe it struck well, and it struck on some level, struck better than some of the Royal Mint's offerings for this year. But the reason I rated 3.5 is because I don't think it looks as good as anything the British Royal Mint has produced this year. It's not really an inspired design. I get what the coin is trying to convey. I see the 2 dragons. I see the yin yang symbol. but I just don't think it looks as good as anything that the British Royal Mint has put out this year, namely the Queen's Beast or the Britannias. Tell me how you would rate this coin by selecting the I at the top right of the screen. And that's the 2018 Silver 2 Dragons from the British Royal Mint. I'm Southside Stacker. Thanks for checking it out.